What's going on, Yuki fam? Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. This is the channel update for today and potentially the last one before we get the new computer. The next 3 days are going to be very interesting. First off, let's talk about what's coming up and what's on the horizon for today. We have for you the top 5 Mario levels for the week for Mario Maker 2. I have them listed here. I'm not gonna spoil the list because I want you guys to take a look at it on the MarioMakerYuki.weebly.com. I'm going to actually go to the other room to start putting the top 5 in. I will tell you, however, there are some good levels on the top 5. I think you guys are going to enjoy when it comes to Mario Maker. So make sure you guys give some love to these wonderful creators of these levels. Now keep in mind, even if your level does not make the top 5, your level is still on a database. So make sure. You never know. I might do another top 5 list for replay. Game move levels that I think that I should have put on there. There have been some levels where they're good levels. It's just not in my top 5. It might be on your top 5. It's just not mine. That is the beauty of top 5 lists. So that's coming up today. Top 5 levels for the week. And then also for today, we do have some. We may or may not have a PC talk. I'll think about it though. I might return. We will return to Yuki's story time though. I'll talk about some good stuff that happened in the past. Now, that's for Mario Maker. I will return to Mario Maker material in a moment. But let's talk about the main channel in terms of what's coming back. Reaction videos are back with Francis the Hedgehog and Infinite the Jackal. Those two. Yes. So Francis the Hedgehog will react to Gia the Dark Angel. That's back. And Tavarius Centerpiece. I almost forgot about that. Oops. Yes, that's right. We are back to Tavarius Centerpiece and Gia the Dark Angel. I am excited. I know you guys are too. Then we have Infinite the Jackal with Deviant Art. That's Infinite Zone 2.0. We're back with that. If you have artwork that you want to share, let me know and I'll be happy to share it with Infinite the Jackal. That's for reaction content. Then main channel content too. VR chat videos are back. They're coming back. But don't expect VR chat streams to come back until at least November 30th. I have to do a lot of stress testing next week. So I will schedule streams starting today, but keep in mind that most of these are stress test streams for the new PC. I want to see what it can handle and what it cannot handle. I really believe the games like the Mario Golf, that's going to be good. But we have to talk about COD because that's going to be the bigger game if we return to COD. There is no COD scheduled for the main schedule though. I just want to see if we do go back to COD, how does my new PC handle it? Okay, we gotta stress test stuff. So and then we're gonna have some speed runs coming back. Yes, speed runs are coming back to the channel. We had done speed runs in the past. If you guys remember, I believe it was last year, we did a speed run for Super Mario Universe, a ROM hack for Super Mario World by Hen Dog 30. I remember that game. We did a 48:10, I think. 48 minutes 10 seconds. Now because it's a new computer, we're gonna have to rerun the whole game again. But at least we have experience in speedrunning. So that's gonna be a thing that's gonna come back. But for speedrunning, we're gonna be doing it for Mario Maker. But for test purposes, we're gonna be doing it for our regular scheduled games, like for Mario Golf or something like that. We're gonna do a Mario Golf speedrun, but it's not like a serious thing. It's more like Let's stress test the computer here. Okay. Then what's coming back is VR Chat Live. That's gonna come back, but again, that's not until November 30th, at the most, because I want to make sure everything works correctly. Then voice mod works correctly, all that good stuff. Then we have, of course, Mario Maker. Oh yes, we're back. So Mario Maker is gonna have a few things added to our stuff, not just viewer levels. You can now troll me. That's right, Troll the Yuki is a new thing we're doing in Mario Maker. So if you have any troll levels you want to just have fun with, you want to laugh at my expense, feel free to do so. Feel free to send them in. You never know. One of those levels of yours, that's troll levels, could be added to the spotlight on the website. Don't be shy. Just remember, if it's a Kaizo the Yuki day, it's a Kaizo level. If it's a Troll the Yuki day, it's a troll level. Don't mix those up. Kaizo is where they are meant to be hard levels on purpose. Troll levels are meant to be funny. Okay? That's two different genres. Kaizo is a standard level, but that is meant to be hard on purpose, while troll level is meant to be funny and not taken seriously. But I still need to get through it with all the labs and stuff. So have some fun with that. We have played troll levels in preseason 1. So you never know. We're always doing speed runs for Super Worlds. We're always be doing speed run packages for the levels I spotlighted already on the website. So I'm already working on the database page for speedrunning for that. So you never know. Now, I do want to give you guys a little bit of a hint on speedruns, because I'm not sure if you have noticed that there are some stuff we need to talk about speedrunning. And that might be a lesson for today in terms of a video. So look out for that. But basically, you hit time in Mario Maker. In Mario Maker, you hit time the moment that you finish the last level of the package. Because Mario Maker is not like Pokemon, where there is an actual limit at an end point. Pokemon has an end point, and that's the Elite Four. You hit time once you see the Hall of Fame scene. You hit time. But for Mario Maker, because there's no literal end point, you hit time in terms of level packages the moment you finish the last level of your package. For example, I'm just going to give you guys an example here. I'm not going to review my top 5, but for this week, let's say that there's 3 levels that I'm going to speedrun. Bowser's Castle by Cruz Yera, Mushroom Pipe Lane by Ratchet Toad, and Iron Ball Game 3 by Hinami. If that's my speedrun package, and that's the order I just said those in, I will hit time once I finish Iron Ball Game 3. The moment you hit the flagpole, that's time. And in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, time is going to be when you see the ocean with the bubbles and the credits pop up. That's time. So you gotta know your frames and stuff. That's how you call time. So that's speedruns for you. Also included with that, Kaizo levels. Kaizo the Yuki will be speedrun too. Although it's more of time counting up. So you never know. And then we have new games. This is our new game, Mario Wonder. Coming to the channel. Coming to the channel on Saturdays. As of this point, starting next week. I mean, not next week, but 2 weeks from now. December 1. 2023. We got some Mario Wonder for you guys. So, what does the schedule look like when we return? So, it could go a couple ways. And this is also depending on another channel, Yuki's LA Sports Talk. Because that's being experimented on right now. I am a sports guy, you can tell. I have a Lakers hat, I have a Dodgers cap, and I believe I have the Rams shirt, and I have a Kings sweater. Jonathan Quick, when he used to play for the Kings, he's now a New York Ranger. But I have the cap from the LA Lakers when they won the title in 2020. I know everybody's gonna say Mickey Mouse ring, but hey, do I care? No, we won a title. Thank you very much. Anyway, why is this new channel and why does this new channel be part of the schedule? Because of the way it's structured. It's structured in a way to give you guys breakdowns of the games from the Kings, Lakers, and Dodgers. But here's where it gets a little bit more tricky. Right now, it's the easier part because we're just breaking down the regular season games. And keep in mind, that's the key word, regular season, where it's not playoffs. Where it's the regular season, it's easier because you just break down the game, you don't do much on it. And usually regular season games, yes, they do count, but the most exciting part of sports is the playoffs. Which team is going to rise to the occasion to win it all? And that's when it becomes more interesting to watch. Like last year, the Dodgers were in the playoffs and they got swept. But what happened also last year? I mean, this season, back in October, we had the World Series. And what did I do? I got to watch it. Very entertaining World Series, by the way. Congratulations, Texas Rangers, for winning their first title. But of course, because the games were at 6, 5:30, 4 o'clock, I had to cut off stream time because I wanted to watch this entertaining World Series. It was so entertaining. There was a lot of runs scored. Oh yes. And during that time when when we were watching the World Series, that was when the PC burned out too. My cousin was actually here helping out fix the PC while watching the World Series. It was entertaining to watch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But why does this have to do with the schedule of streaming? Because I cut streams off at 6:30 when the games were on. And here's the thing about LA sports. Because we're in the West Coast and games are usually at 7 p.m. when they're at home games, that's going to be an interesting issue. Some games are going to be at 4, some games are going to be at 7, some games will be at 6. It depends on what team. And remember, there was a time in LA where 3 teams made the playoffs and they shared the building. That's the Lakers, that's the Kings, and that's the Clippers. Oh yes, once upon a time, the Clippers made the playoffs along with the Lakers and the Kings. So all three teams could be in the playoffs as well. Two of them are in the same building. 3 of them are all in the same building. 2 of them are in the same sport. So how does that affect streaming schedule? Because the games for the playoffs are in April. April, May, June. That's the summer season too. And but by the way, the Dodgers at that point in April are in spring training. or starting the regular season. So that's four sports that are in season already, or mid season, or in some cases the playoffs. Okay, so everything in April changes if all teams make the playoffs. The ones I'm covering. Streams could be canceled, moved over to Sunday, or like canceled altogether. Because you never want to miss a moment of action, especially if you break down games. Uh, there's one channel I do follow called TO Sports Talk, who does something similar to what I do. TO Sports Talk is Toronto. So this guy who does the channel does Toronto Raptors, Toronto Maple Leaf, and Toronto Raptors, play Maple Leaf, and they have one more. They have one more. Oh, Blue Jays for baseball. Baseball, hockey, basketball. Lakers, basketball. Kings, hockey. Dodgers, baseball. Similar, huh? So we do something similar. It's just that he doesn't do streaming. I do. Okay? So we have something in common. We cover our teams. It's just that he covers three. Like, that's his main thing. I cover three teams, but I have to split my time because of my regular stuff on the channel. So that's why it's gonna intertwine in April, especially if they are playoff. Okay, Dodgers are in off season right now, so it's more of let's see what trades and rumors are gonna happen. I know this sports thing is going to be like one of the main topics on the channel, and that's just because it's experimental right now. The sports coverage is very experimental. If I had to choose just one team, it's the Kings, LA Kings, because hockey is exciting to watch. Why did I not choose the Rams, even if they only play once per week? Because you have to learn not only the quarterbacks' names, you have to also learn the safety routes, the routing of the players and the plays, the playbook. You have to download a lot of guides to learn about plays. What do you see on TV? You have to learn about the play routes. What is a slant route? What is a QB sneak? What is a what is the tush push? Also known as the brotherly shove, also known as the tush push, also known as shove everybody in the way to get a touchdown. Literally. Is you have to learn a lot of things in football, even though it's once per week. Because each team is different based on what they play, what's their scheme. Like for example, the Philadelphia Eagles like to do the tush push, or the brotherly shove, as they like to say, and that thing you cannot defend. No way. Not the way they played us. Not the way they played the Rams. They tush push all the time. Okay, and a lot of people are talking about that play, the tush push, or the brotherly shove, or whatever you want to call it. So when it comes to football, I can't do football just because too many things to look at. Hockey I can because it's not as hard. Okay. Soccer I could, but we cannot watch our Galaxy. They suck. They barely have like 5 wins this season, I think. I might be over exaggerating, but I think they only have 5 wins. They suck. That's why you cannot watch them on TV. Because that's how bad they are right now. They still exist. We just cannot watch them on TV. So I cannot break down soccer like I would do the other sport. Although they also play once per week. So we'll see where this sports thing goes. Look out for a post. I'll be talking about the schedule. Because it's going to be mighty interesting. But the main content right now. the return of content, the experimental sports channel, the official debut of Mario Maker, the return of speedrunning, the return of reaction videos with Francis the Hedgehog, and Mario Maker speedruns too. Look out for a site update too, because I'm gonna be updating the site for speedrunning. I'm gonna see what I'm going to track. Okay? Just keep in mind the splits are gonna be off. And look out for a video about speedrunning in terms of Yuki Productions, of how I speedrun and how to understand speedrunning. That's all for now. We'll see you guys in about a few days when we get started once again. Live life to the fullest and enjoy the return.